Hi guys, this is Alisa from Alisa's Transmuting Tarot Facebook page and from Alice's Wonders Facebook page. Guys, as always, today I'm doing a intuitive collective tarot reading, right? So, as always, I have my plan with me and I have a tarot deck and my extra divination tool that I'm also going to be using today. So, guys, I'm doing this video today a little bit later than normal. There was a second when I thought I might never do this video, but luckily I'm doing it. So no worries, it's still happening. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at my plan. So yes, guys, very quickly, as always, let me quickly remind you that if some people start offering you some kind of curses or any other stuff in the comments, please ignore them. Beware of those scammers. These are people who create some fake profiles every week and then they write something to to random people offering some weird stuff. So just ignore this and concentrate on the video and on its content. All right. So first of all, as always, as you know, I recap last week's energy. And last week, let's talk about last week, guys. Let's discuss that. Let's discuss that. I think, to be honest, this is also the reason why it took me so long to, to finally do this video today, because I was like, I needed some time to emotionally prepare for it somehow, All right, guys. So last week we had Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, and Nine of Cups, right? So how was that energy, or how did it play out in my life? Let's discuss that. So basically, the energy of Three of Cups. Now, guys, I know for a fact that for some of you, definitely last week's energy played out really well. And that collective tarot reading was pretty accurate for some of you. For me, generally speaking, I would say that these collective readings, for me, they're like a little bit accurate, but not fully. So I would say I'm a perfect example of a person for who a collective reading is actually just a collective reading. So it's not personal. So some bits and pieces kind of do happen in my life similarly to the prediction, but not as specifically, not as precisely, and definitely not all of them. So in the comments, do let me know how it was for you, whether it was like really, really accurate or, just some bits and pieces like it was for me. So yeah, do let me know because I'm very interested or curious. So yeah, basically Three of Cups. For me, oh guys, and remember that I usually look at the week starting from Tuesday, right? So basically, when I say last week, I mean from Tuesday until Monday evening, basically, right? Of the following week. So on Tuesday, I wouldn't say that I felt the energy of Three of Cups, but on Wednesday, this is where the energy really rose for me personally. And I really, really felt like this celebratory, really cool, amazing energy. It was like very, I mean, actually, I did a video on Wednesday. So for those of you who watched my I think it was the third about tarot episode, you know how my energy was, because you could feel it, you could see it, you could experience it like firsthand. For those of you who didn't, I encourage you to watch it. And also I can tell you that, yeah, my energy was like high. I was definitely excited for no seeming reason. And I was like really, just feeling like I wanted to celebrate something, even though nothing really happened that day. But I just felt like so victorious and like such amazingly, yeah, like victorious celebratory energy was like in the air. And I definitely used that energy and I was like super excited. And by the way, guys, for those of you who didn't watch that video, I can very quickly tell you that I had a great idea that day. And so once again, I want to ask you, because I had this amazing idea that maybe at some point we could have, you know, a like live video, the same as I'm doing right now, but like a live chat basically. So, you know, we could just kind of take, you know, a mug of tea or something and just meet for just some chat, some random topics, you know, tarot related or not tarot related, you know, just anything. So do let me know if you would be interested in something like this, and perhaps I could find some time for that as well. So that was the idea that I got that day. So basically, you know, that day I had like this energy of like, yeah, excitement, let's do this, everything is cool. So definitely that worked for me. The following card was the Knight of Wands, and yes, yes, and a billion times yes, this energy also worked for me. But I would say, because I kind of predicted that maybe some person would appear in our life, but for me it wasn't like that. It rather was me who was embodying this energy of the Knight of Wands. And it's like, I would say, you know, like this energy of the Three of Cups, it as if like slowly progressed into the Knight of Wands, because, you know, I already felt so excited and so happy. And so this energy kind of turned something, by the way. And I manifested what I wanted just like that. And it was really, you know, it was really high vibrational, really great energy. I was very happy and very satisfied. Now, moving on, the last card of last week, or for last week, was the Nine of Cups. Now, for me personally, I wouldn't say that it played out super specifically. The way I predicted it, basically, the Nine of Cups is the card of your wishes coming true, of some fulfilling love, things like that. I wouldn't say, I mean, unless you count the fact that I manifested things that I wanted as the wish coming true, then yes, I guess you could say that worked out. But I guess I looked at it more in a romantic sense, I don't know, or in a friendship sense. Well, basically, let's say no new people appeared in my life. The only way I saw how this energy played out for me was that at the end of the week, I was working on my heart chakra. So I was doing some heart opening meditations, and I was doing Ho'oponopono meditation technique. I'm sure you know this, guys, but for if you haven't heard of this, Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian technique or meditation, and it basically all comes down to 4 sentences, and those 4 sentences are I'm sorry. No, hold on. What was it? It was please forgive me. I forgive you. I love you and I thank you. I think these are the 4 sentences. I confused them a little bit. But basically, yeah, this is the technique. Very handy, very helpful. So if you haven't heard, I definitely recommend it. So I guess you could say, for me, that's how it worked. But then again, like I said, I did manifest what I wanted. So actually, you could count this energy of my wish coming true, or of me manifesting something that I wanted. Yeah, you could say that that was my Nine of Cups. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe last reading was pretty accurate for me. I don't know. It just felt a little bit, I guess, different from what I expected, because for me, basically, the energy of last week wasn't just all up, 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 up. It was more like up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's like I had those highs, and then I had lows, and then I had highs again, and then I had lows again, and then I had something in between. So do let me know how it was for you guys. I'm curious, as always, because, you know, these are collective readings, and like I always say, for some they will resonate 100%, and for some they will resonate, like, I don't know, 10%, or maybe even 5%, or maybe they won't even resonate at all. So, you know, this is the collective energy. So yeah, let me see. So I told you about this, and yeah, guys, when it comes to Saturday, Saturday the 20th of March 2021, that was a very interesting energy. That was a spring equinox, if you don't know. And I listened on the internet some information about this, and I heard that equinox is a time when masculine and feminine energies are perfectly balanced and perfectly equal. Now, I don't know if you felt that, guys, but I didn't feel it that much at all, to be honest. Actually, for me, it was like one of those days when I was like, I don't know. And this is actually funny, because for many people, you know, like all those previous situations that we had, like, for example, some full moon, or some, I don't know, great connection of this planet with that planet, whatever. For many people, you know, they really felt like there were some positive situations happening in their lives, or they were really, I don't know, feeling positive and like full of energy, things like that. And for me, I would say each and every time all of those like astrological events were happening, I really didn't feel that great. So I don't know, I guess I was still releasing some of, you know, some old negative energy or something. But yeah, for me, it was like rather, you know, the time of release. The good news is that whenever release happens, it's always for the best. Always, always, always for the best. It's always, you know, the greatest situation that can happen. The difficult news is that, you know, sometimes it's just not very pleasant process. So when you're releasing some negative energy from yourself, it's just sometimes uncomfortable. And I guess that's why, you know, this whole like up and down energy was happening. So that's how it was for me. But yeah, like I said, do let me know how it was for you. I'm very curious. Please write in the comments and we can see. Now, I also, guys, I also got this epiphany last week, because I suddenly, actually, some of you might already know this, because I talked to some of you, but not everyone. Last week, during a conversation with somebody, I suddenly had this epiphany, because I remembered a program that I watched some time ago, and that was a Ukrainian program where they interviewed real life thieves, and these interviews were actually done in jails. Now, the idea of those interviews, so it was about showing how those thieves steal from people. And I did remember one of those tricks that they described, and one of those tricks was about they called it pushing you on the shoulder or something like this. And bear with me, guys, I do have a point here. So basically the idea was that, for example, let's say you're in a market, and you're choosing something, you want to buy something, right? And then suddenly somebody comes, you know, from your back or from your side, and accidentally pushes you on your shoulder, right? Now, you might, because the instant reaction is usually to turn around and be like, what are you doing, right? Or, you express some kind of unhappiness about this dissatisfaction. And, the person says, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't want, it happened accidentally. I didn't mean to push you, really sorry. You're like, oh, whatever, all right. A few seconds later, the same person again comes up to you and pushes you on the shoulder again, in the same place. And usually that would be the shoulder where you would be carrying, for example, your bag or something like this. Usually, of course, women would be such targets, of such thieves, because this is where they carry their purses. So once again, you turn around and you're like, what are you doing? And the man can be like, or the woman, the thief basically can be like, oh, I'm really sorry once again, I was just looking, I didn't mean to. Basically the same situation repeats, I think 4 times. I think, yeah, they said that it repeats 4 times. And I think, so basically they're using it as a psychological technique. And what happens after the 3rd or after the 4th time is that you still feel that somebody pushes you on the shoulder, but this time you're like, oh, this is just this crazy guy, I don't know what he wants from me, but he's just probably mental, whatever, or he's just trying to piss me off, or I don't know, he's trying to start a fight or something like this, and you're just like, whatever, I'm not gonna be paying attention to him this time, so let him, push me again, but I'm just gonna be like minding my own business. And this is exactly the moment on the 4th or 5th time when he pushes you, or she pushes you, and steals your wallet or your purse. Now, why did I suddenly remember this amazing situation? Guys, this trick, does it remind you of anything? Because to me, it feels exactly like the quarantine. I mean, think about it. It's like we had one lockdown, we were pushed once, and we reacted. We kind of reacted. We're like, oh, this is really bad. What are we supposed to do? Blah, blah, blah. Like we were complaining. We had another lockdown. We were pushed again. Now, these, whole like lockdowns, I don't even know which time it is that we're having lockdown. I don't even think it's the 4th time. I feel like it's the billionth time. But notice that we, even though we're not happy with this, we kinda already just accept it, right? Like, we just accept it. And this is because psychologically, this is how it works. Because in my example with the thieves, what happened was that, when the person pushes you, it's like your body gets used to somebody, like touching your body basically. So if you keep pushing somebody, after a while, it's like, yeah, the body is just kind of ready already for this, and it's like more willing, so to say, to receive it again. But it's more psychological than physical, right? And so in this case with the quarantine, it's kind of the same thing, I feel. It's the same trick. We're being pushed and pushed and pushed, and on the billionth time, all of a sudden we're like, oh, okay, this is just another push. We just accept it as another push, like it's nothing new, because we are already used to it. We already know it. It's nothing new. And this is something that scares me, this whole idea about the new normality or whatever else, because there is nothing normal about being pushed, right? And there is nothing normal about, having your freedom taken. So the good news, I think, was that on Saturday, so the same day as there was this spring equinox, the 20th of March 2021, at least in Warsaw, as far as I know, there was a strike against quarantine. An interesting fact about that was that I accidentally learned about it, and there was almost no information about it. I think like there was like half a sentence devoted to this on the news, and that was pretty much it. So I realized that actually these strikes, they keep or they have been happening probably the whole time, but the news and the media just don't really pass this information on, so we're not aware of any of it. So this is, it's not like changing facts or changing information, it's just not fully giving full information. Pretty smart too, right? Another trick. All right, guys. So yeah, basically, this is how the energy has been. Do let me know if you had a really kind of easy breezy week, or for you it was also something, challenging. For me, I would say another great news was that I would say has been I've been doing some physical exercises because I kind of got into yoga again. Let's say got back into yoga already like around a month ago, finally. But last week I kind of added some extra bits to it, and I started doing a little bit more intense type of yoga, and I started exercising a little bit more, and I just feel much better this way. So definitely when it comes to this, I mean, first of all, I'm super proud of myself, and secondly, I'm just really happy, that it makes me feel better, like both physically and emotionally, and just, it gives me more energy. So guys, keep your fingers crossed so that I continue this because for me, like physical exercises and continuing doing them, let's just say it's a little bit of a challenge. But I'm moving towards it. All right, guys. I think I told you everything. Let me look at the at my plan again. Yeah, seems like everything about last week is discussed. So now, let's look at the energy of the upcoming week. Once again, the upcoming week, I mean from Tuesday, the 23rd of March, 2021, until the end of Monday, the 29th of March, 2021. By the way, guys, Monday is so next Monday is almost the end of March. As always, I cannot believe that it already, flew by. I don't know how it was for you. Do let me know if it was like a fast month for you or a slow paced month. I don't know. But yeah, a little bit crazy energy. And of course, at least in Poland, for example, the quarantine started at the end of February 2020. So basically, by now, we're over a year in quarantine. All right, guys, the end of this topic. Okay, so let's talk about the energy of the upcoming week from Tuesday the 23rd to the end of Monday, the 29th of March 2021. Oops, okay. Let's see. Let's see what we can expect for the collective. Okay, guys. I normally just take 3 cards, but this time somehow 4 cards came out. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, 2 of those cards are pretty similar, so don't mind them, guys. All right, guys. As you know, I usually look at the back of the deck card, right? Because it represents the energy as it is right now. and I think it represents very strongly, at least my energy. This is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is the card of the truth coming out. And I guess because I kept talking about quarantine, I guess I kind of feel, like using this sword for expressing some truth. Let's just put it this way. This can also represent, so basically, yes, this is the card of the truth coming out. This is the card of some great ideas. So if you had some great ideas today, some epiphanies, something like this, that could represent this. This also is the card of cutting something off. So if you need to cut off some negative things, something from the past, if you need to cut off just any challenging situations, any negative people from your life, kind of anything negative really, this is your card. So I would say this is probably what you have been doing, at least today, or like in the last maybe couple of days, because this is the energy of us right now in this specific moment, right? But let's look at the energy of the week now, starting tomorrow. First of all, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is the card of walking away from something or somebody towards something else or somebody else. Now, this is the energy, this is a pretty good energy, I would say. The good news about it is that this card doesn't really have usually like this melancholic, what is the word? Sub energy, I guess. This is the card that shows that, you're walking away from something and you feel pretty good about it. And to me, it actually seems like these two can be connected. So for example, like I said, you could cut something, hold on. Yes. You could cut something off, something negative, something that you didn't need, some challenges, some old negative patterns, some old negative habits, whatever it is, and then you're moving on freely towards some better future. So this is like moving on, having no regrets, feeling very confident about yourself, like just moving on. This is, again, this is not energy of stagnation or anything like this. This is the energy of like, yes, I'm moving forward. So this is, I would say, really, really good card, really positive. And like we have Eight of Cups. Cups are emotions, right? So emotionally, we're feeling pretty good, I would say. Yeah, just moving forward, guys, moving forward. Then we have, yeah, we have the Nine of Wands. Basically, Nine of Wands, this is the energy of the so-called wounded warrior. This is what it's called. And this is the person who basically has been through a lot. So once again, I keep feeling, like it's all connected, guys. It's like you cut something off and then you're moving on, but you're feeling just kind of tired, tired or jaded a little bit. It doesn't mean that you're going to be tired or jaded forever, obviously not. But this is like the energy of like, I need some rest, Also, guys, be careful, because this is also the energy of somebody who has trust issues. So, if you cut something off because, let's say, okay, let's imagine that you had to cut off a person from your life, right? Let's say there was somebody who betrayed you in some way, a friend, a lover, a partner, it doesn't matter, business partner. And you felt that, okay, that was a negative energy, that was toxic energy, you cut it off, you moved on, And you felt, you know, very confident about it. You were like, yes, I'm doing the right thing, so I'm like absolutely fine with that. But then, you know, there's still this unprocessed energy of you having trust issues now, because right now you're like, you know, it's one thing to cut something off, but it's another thing to process those feelings of like, oh, but somebody betrayed me, right? So this feels like, you know, it feels like this energy of, but can I trust anyone again? So yeah, it's a little bit difficult energy in terms of you have to process it. You also have to, you can't just cut somebody or something off. You also need to integrate and release this energy of, you know, feeling like a victim, or just feeling not super great and like jaded and tired, like I said, and wounded basically, because this is wounded warrior, right? So this wound, this trauma, whatever it is, you need to release it. Otherwise, you will keep feeling like you cannot trust people and you cannot move forward because, you know, you don't know what to expect in life. And, you know, nobody's going to guarantee to you that everything in life is going to be perfect. So you just might be scared a lot of taking further steps in life. And I feel like we might be in this energy for a little bit, a little while, because the next card is the Seven of Wands. And this is exactly the energy of a person who is not letting anyone close to them. I mean, guys, this like literally goes hand in hand. So like somebody betrayed you, or somebody lied to you, or somebody just, I don't know, something just went wrong, let's say, and now you're not willing. So you feel so distrustful that you're not willing to let anyone in. You're like, how about no one come to me? You know, like just having your guard very much high up and not allowing anyone even, yeah, just like really even come close, let alone, you know, come through and like communicate with you or something. The funniest thing of this whole reading is that the very last card, and like I said normally I take 3 cards, but this time just like accidentally 4 of them came out. And so I feel like this 4th one was really like the key card here. So funnily enough, the 4th card here is, guys, the Ace of Cups. And if you watched some previous videos, you already know that the Ace of Cups is the energy of, I mean, it's potential, right? Basically, because it's ace. All aces represent potential, possibility, opportunity. But basically, it's the card of love, or the potential of love. And love, like I always say, in all shapes and forms. So love as in friendship, love as in romantic love, love as in, I don't know, business partner, like really good, solid business partnership when you know that you can trust your business partner. Just, you know, love in any form. And so it's kind of funny. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, because we also have this bird here, right, bringing something. So first of all, you know, as you can see, like this cup, it's full and it's overflowing with love. So it means that somebody has so much love in themselves already that they're even willing to share with others because they already have enough for themselves. Got it. I always struggle. Okay. That they always, you know, that they also want to share with others. And so here we have this bird, which also kind of adds something extra. So it also feels to me like, you know, this person, hey, you know what, guys, I'm thinking now, actually, now that I looked at this bird, intuitively, I feel that it might represent a message. You know, because, you know, that in the past, birds were used as messengers, pigeons, I believe, right? So actually, I feel like somebody, yeah, I feel like a message. So when I say love, I don't mean that, you're gonna get a message in the form of "I love you." Well, I mean, you might, absolutely, totally possible. But I mean that you might also just get a message which says, "Hey, let's get to know each other. Like, let's be friends, or let's cooperate together. Let's do business together." So I mean, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to encourage you guys to be able to recognize love when it's given to you. Because sometimes we're like, oh, nobody offered me any love. And in reality, yes, some people offered you love, you just weren't able to notice it. So you need to, have very good discernment, right? So the way I see it, I feel, to be honest, guys, I feel like we are this week kind of. So yeah, this person, I feel like this is our energy basically. So it's like we cut something off from our lives. Now we're moving forward. We're not feeling super great about trusting anyone again. And we're like, no one come close to me. I'm scared. I'm scared. Because, like this wounded warrior, this is the person who has won. This person who has survived. This person who was able to go through a lot. So as you can see, like here's this person, they're still alive, right? But it takes a toll on you when you go through a lot of stuff. So the fear is still clearly there. And then somebody comes along and is like, hey, how about you come out of your shell and stop being afraid because I'm offering you some love. And, as always in life, guys, it's our choice that matters. So as you can see in this reading, there is no like specific answer what you're going to choose, whether you are going to choose this love or not, whether you're going to recognize it or not. Obviously, it's going to be different for everyone. I feel like, at least, for those of you who are listening to this video and, who are vibrating with this energy, or who are vibing, who are vibing with this energy, guys, I hope you understand that it's always, always, like, basically, love is always the answer. This is the point. So it's always important to open up. It's always important to stop being afraid and to open your heart. So if you need to do, like me, some heart opening meditations, do those. If you need to do Ho'oponopono, do this. If you need to work with a psychologist, coach, healer, or all of the above, do this. For those of you who know me, you know that this is my strategy. This is what I use. Basically, guys, do something. Do something to open your heart. Because regardless of what, kind of love it is, it's always, always important to keep your heart open, right? Because, this is love. This is pure, innocent, brilliant, real, authentic love. Like I said, in any shape or form. So friendship, a business partnership, romantic partnership, but something really gentle, something really beautiful, something really authentic and real, definitely. So this is what I see for us, guys, when it comes to this. And now very quickly, so this is my divination tool that I prepared for today. This is it. So here we have days of the week, right? Starting from Tuesday, because like I said, I count the week from Tuesday. And so here, I'm going to choose right now the day that is going to be like the most, I don't know, like pivotal, I guess, or the most important this week, energetically speaking. So the day that you might want to pay more attention to. So let's see. Oh, by the way, this week, guys, it's my mom's birthday. So let's see. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. This is Wednesday. Wednesday, which is going to be what? The 24th of March 2021. So pay attention to Wednesday. This day, I feel like, this day might be a little bit like this, basically. So it might be a little bit challenging. So if you suddenly feel, like the sudden energy of I feel like they don't have to be about something recent, I feel like these can also be about something in the past. So, for example, you remembered about something that happened with you, I don't know, like years ago. And then you're like, whatever, I'm not gonna pay any attention to this, I'm gonna cut this memory or whatever off. And then you're like, you are kind of walking away from this memory, for example, but then, this energy of the week still brings out those memories or brings out this sadness or feeling like you cannot trust everyone. So I feel like it doesn't have to be something recent, it can be something from the past. And then, you put your guard up and you're like, oh my God. So, because, for our brain, the truth is that time doesn't really exist. Actually, time doesn't really exist. Not just for our brain, but at all. But whatever. And so, because it doesn't exist, you know, it doesn't really matter if something happened to you like last week or 20 years ago. If you haven't resolved this issue, the energy is still there. So these trust issues are still there. This guard which is up, it's still there. And so in order for us to open up and to receive, to be able to receive this beautiful love, we need to be able to process this somehow. So, but I do feel, I mean, honestly, if you ask me, I feel like we are going to overcome this because, I mean, this is the closing energy, right, of the week. So definitely it's going to happen. I feel it's just like we're having some really transformational energies lately. And for those who can feel it, guys, I feel you. So yeah, I also feel these energies really strongly. But I feel like we're ultimately, hopefully, going out of this kind of turbulent energy soon. So, yeah, basically, this is it. Remember that on Wednesday, this difficult energy might basically feel the strongest, but don't worry about it. Just process it. And when I say process it, I mean do some kind of meditation, do Ho'oponopono technique, work with a coach, work with a psychologist, work with a healer. I don't know, just do your own meditation. Go for a walk, because for some people meditation is about going for walks in nature. I don't know, swim. Maybe for some of you meditation can be in the form of swimming. Just do basically anything to release this burden, to release this negative energy. All right, guys, so this is pretty much it. I'm just looking at my plan as always, checking if I told you everything. Yeah, so this is basically it. And as always, remember that if you are interested in a personal intuitive tarot reading, which is not like, for everyone, but like specifically for your situation, for your energy, then you can contact me via Alisa's Transmuting Tarot. And people who had tarot readings with me know that I love doing tarot readings. And I really enjoy it. And I love working with people, and I love helping people. I guess this is just my vibe. And actually, this is one of the reasons why I created a package, because I created a package where there is one tarot reading once a month, and then there are 3 coaching sessions to help you, not just identify some situations or challenging situations that you want to overcome, but during a tarot session, but also to help you follow through, on this and to actually achieve your goals. So this is how this package works. So if you're interested in either a personal tarot reading or a coaching session, or this package of tarot reading and coaching sessions, you can contact me via Alisa's Transmuting Tarot. And if you're interested in the in my high vibrational gemstone bracelets, like this one, for example, you can contact me via Alice's Wonders. I create these gemstone bracelets energies, and I intuitively choose the gemstones for them, and then I also load them with positive energy so that when they wear these, they feel this extra boost of energy, and bracelets basically are gonna solve all your problems for you, but they're definitely going to add something extra positive into your life. So this is it. So this is it, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Do let me know in the comments below how it was, for you last week, and how you're feeling today, what you're thinking and feeling, basically. If you heard of this technique about shoulder pushing, do let me know. Or if it was a surprise for you, if I was the first person to, to tell you about this. So yeah, do let me know. I'm always curious, and let me know if you would like to have this, video, live video chat with me at some point. We could just, gossip about something. I'm just kidding. We can just chat, All right, guys, thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye.